Hi guys, it's Nana. I'm back again with another video, and this time around I'm talking about Iyanla Fix My Life. I think this is season 9 episode 2. It's called the Lie Detector Says part 1. Usually I'm not really into Iyanla like that, but this episode caught my attention and I thought it would be nice to share. So we started with a family of a family of father and mother are separated, and then they have 3 daughters, and apparently a lot of lies have been told to the girls. They feel they were molested. They were told that they were molested by their dad, and we really don't know if that is true or not, and it's kind of tearing the whole family apart. So the mom, Yvonne, comes in and is meeting with Iyanla and trying to see how they can work with them to fix their differences. So the mom comes in with Brittany, her second daughter, and Whitney. No, Whitney's the second daughter and Brittany's the third daughter. And the dad walks in with Nicole, who's their first daughter. And right from the door, from the onset, as soon as the second daughter and the first daughter, Whitney and Nicole, see each other, there is instant animosity. You know, Whitney starts to feel, oh, I don't even like her aura, I don't even want to be around her, and she starts going off on how the last time they had a fight, she had her child on her back, and her sister didn't care and was still attacking her. So Iyanla goes, you know what, let's start from the beginning. What really is the story, you know? So she sits down with the first daughter, Nicole, and is talking to her and trying to figure out what happened, what's your story, what happened to you. And then you hear Nicole saying, oh, she has never felt loved, she's never felt wanted by her mom. And her mom has said stuff like, oh, she wished she was aborted. That's a lot for a child to grow up with when you feel you don't feel loved. I guess it's the energy that was put out there. But I guess we'll hear more. And her mom has told her her dad molested her, but she didn't believe it because she was a little older, and so she felt, hey, nothing happened between my dad and I. So being that she was the older daughter, she could kind of like comprehend. So her mom asked her to lie, according to Nicole. Lie and say, oh, her dad molested her. And Nicole is like, no, but that didn't happen. And her mom threatens her, and she still stands her ground and no, it didn't happen. And then a week after, she is chauffeured off to foster home. Oh, guys, that's a lot. I'm thinking, who does that? Who wants a child to tell a lie? And because the child, how much hate can you have for the man that you're willing to send your kid off to foster care? That's deep. So Nicole is crying, and Iyanla is trying to get her to walk through those issues and deal with them. It's a lot. So she feels abandoned by her mom, and she also feels her sisters, they've taken sides. Her sisters are on the side of her mom, and she's on her father's side, and maybe she's getting love from her dad, you know, who knows, but apparently she's the mom of 5. So Iyanla is saying, if you don't think your mom was there for you, then how have you learned to be a mom to your 5 children? And then she goes on saying, oh, she calls her mom Yvonne. And she says, Yvonne, her carrier. And the young guy's like, who's Yvonne? And she's like, oh, the woman that carried me. That was a stunner, because I was like, what? Who calls their... First of all, you don't call your mom by her name, let alone describe her as the person that carried you for 9 months, you know? So you can tell how degenerated their relationship and possibly how toxic it has become. So she takes Whitney out and says, you know what, let's talk about it. Let's see if we can get your sister in. Do you miss them? And she's like, oh, I miss my sisters. I wish I could have a relationship with them. She says that. And then they bring her first sister out, Whitney. And immediately all hell breaks loose. They literally, you see them break down. You know, go back to, I won't even call it being ratchet. I won't even call it that. You could really feel the animosity that has grown between them, you know, such that they can't even stand, and have a conversation without it becoming almost physical. And you can hear Iyanla struggling to keep them in check, and you can feel, I feel that they love each other. There is some love, but they just don't know how to communicate and, listen to the other person without yelling and trying to become physical and going. And of course, you also hear Whitney saying, oh, a person that can attack me with my child on my back is evil. And she's so focused on that. And Iyanla is trying to tell her, look, this is about you and your sister trying to get back together. That is one incident that happened 2 years ago, apparently. But you have to move on. You have to let it go and move forward. They're not able to get anywhere with the two sisters, so they keep it pushing. So Whitney says, Iyanla sits down with Whitney, the second daughter, and Whitney saying, oh, she was told that at 3 she was molested by her dad, but she doesn't really know. She's like, I don't know, did it really happen? And Iyanla is saying to her, is that what did it happen, or was it what you were told? And she's trying to weigh her emotions. I'm not a psychologist, or I can't even say, I'm just, sharing this from my own perspective as, a mother. And she's saying, Iyanla is saying, would you rather hear that your father molested you, or would you rather know that it was your mom told you a lie? And that just goes to show. And she says, I would rather feel my mom told me a lie, because that is probably an easier thing to deal with than her father molesting her. It's a lot, and she's in tears. So that tells you that she loves her dad, and she will be really sad if in reality he did molest her. So now they do a lie detector test right up on the front to get everything out. So we're going to find out what the results are. And then Iyanla sits with the mom and now is asking her questions. And the mom is giving her own side and talking about her past and how she discovered her daughter was molested. Fortunately, there are records. Receipts are always there. So Iyanla has pulled out the receipts. And the receipts are saying that when they checked, it wasn't blood stains on the little child's panties, that actually it was popsicle stains. Is it possible that the mom was telling a lie and she said this lie so many times that she doesn't even remember that it's become her truth? I don't know what's going on in the world. And then you hear her talk also about, how she met her husband and she was dating someone else. They had an affair and I don't know if they fell in love, but she got pregnant and she didn't want to take the pregnancy out, even though the other man wanted her to keep the pregnancy and still remain with him, but she refused. Oh boy. So she goes on, and you can tell that she still feels bad. She feels hurt. She probably wanted to be with the first man, but made some mistakes in her life and ended up with the second man who got her pregnant. And now because she's pregnant, she wants to do the right thing and live with, the father of the child. And now they have 3 other children, and marriage has not worked out. And there was domestic violence involved. She said she was dragged, she was beaten, and eventually she left the home. And I'm thinking, is it possible that, after going through all of that, she hasn't forgiven herself? She hasn't forgiven the husband or the man that she had the children, her baby daddy. She hasn't forgiven him for, I don't know. And because of all that animosity and hatred, she's piled it up on him. And she'll go as far as destroying the relationship he's trying to have with his children, and even go as far as putting her kids in a foster home. It's a lot. I would like to hear what you guys think about it. These are real life situations. It would just be nice to hear what you guys think. I totally get, like they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She looks like she's been scorned, and she is bitter, and she's probably had to do, her fair share of raising the kids, and it's left her sad. How do we fix it? Well, we don't know. It hasn't been confirmed. Next week we're going to find out the lie detector test and find out what really the real situation is. So guys, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to share. Oh, and we're going to be doing some hot topics very soon. Where is Wendy? For starters, what is going on with Rob Kardashian? Is he really now into Alexa Sky? And why is Black China so pained? Oh well, we'll figure all of this out. Oh, Soulja Boy. What in the world is going on with Soulja Boy? Okay guys, watch out for that video coming up soon, okay? I would love to hear what you guys think about the Iyanla Van Zandt episode. Please share, comment, and let's talk about it. Thank you.